It's 7 o'clock.
Okay, it looks like 7 o'clock. Welcome, everyone. I'd like to call this meeting to order if we could all stand and thank the pledge of allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Now, just a moment in silence and prayer, and I'd like to just say our thoughts will be with Charlie Kirk and his family there for the awful things that happened here yesterday. Also in 9/11, correct. Thank you. Dave Gill, would like to.
Yep. Supervisor Wilson and Town Council, I'm Dave Gill from the Sidney Fire Department. The fire department members of the community are taking on a Hometown Heroes banner project. And we're gonna be the sponsors of it, but we would just like your support. And permission to proceed with the project.
We can go ahead and make a motion for that.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second it. All in favor?
Thank you.
Aye. Thank you. That was easy.
And you made it.
Yeah, I made it this time.
Great. All right. The fire department.
Good evening, Mr. Wilson. Hello, our audience. My name is John Gilmore and I'm the fire chief for the Sidney Fire Department. I guess it's a Sidney Fire Department, Sidney Center Fire Department night tonight. The Sidney Fire Department is in all the area fire departments are always looking for new ways to update our equipment and upgrade our equipment. And the Sidney Fire Department is currently working on a project we've just started with our 2012 Ford pickup, which we converted into a brush truck. In 2012, when we initially purchased it, it worked quite well. Unfortunately, the way we respond to different incidents has changed. The biggest unfortunate thing is our number of people that are responding and such. So it's changed how we respond to calls. So we started to look at if we could reconfigure that truck into a more useful and efficient way to provide service to both the village and the town. So the town board members and Supervisor Wilson received a letter from the Sidney Fire Department. They recognizing that we're working to reconfigure that truck, and we've respectively requested consideration for funding by the town to help complete the project. The biggest concern we have right now is the compartments as they're designed to not hold the tools that we need to carry with us. That truck does a lot of grass fires that we respond to, but more importantly, motor vehicle accidents that we respond to. It's very difficult to get some of that life-saving equipment out of the vehicle. So we'd like to reconfigure the covers. As mentioned in our letter, we're looking at a total cost of the project of $20,000. And we're respectfully requesting that the town would provide some type of funding for that. We'd be more than happy with the $20,000 if they would be so willing to fund the entire project. But any amount that the town could see to put into that project, we would greatly appreciate. And basically, we're just here if anyone has any questions of us. I hope to bring pictures for you tonight, but I'm not technology advanced, so I had some problems with that. But if that's something you may need in the future, we'll bring it to you.
Great. That'd be terrific. Yeah, if you have email or if they've got something, that would be great, and I can circulate and we'll definitely discuss it. And when are you looking to do that? I mean, just sometime this year?
So we'd like to get it started this year. It should be a fairly quick project. We're looking to purchase a commercially available truck bed from the Binghamton area. So it should be a fairly quick project. We currently have a pump on the back of that truck that needs to be reconfigured. so that we could use it for grass fires as well, because it doesn't quite fit compartments as they are now. But it should not take long for us to do that, so we would hope to have this done end of the year, early part of next year, before the next grass season gets going.
Okay, great,
Thank you for your consideration, we appreciate it.
thank you. All right. On to the approval of the minutes from the prior meeting back on August 14th. I have a motion to approve as is.
Just one question, because emails have been going back and forth. Some of the numbers in there for the diversion weren't correct.
Okay,
So I just want to make a note that they weren't correct. They were 100% of what comes to the county or county and town.
well, I'm not sure, who put this in there, did? Somebody, Greg?
Yeah.
I mean, so the way I understand, the county gets, is it 20% of the, yes, program?
Yeah.
So it'll probably catch up would be my guess in time.
But I'm just saying, if we're gonna be looking at budgets and stuff, I don't want to use that 100% if we're not getting all that.
Right, well, it's changing so quickly.
Yeah, I get
And
it.
they keep getting momentum, so
Yeah.
we'll have a better picture by the time we get to December, and we said, I don't know how, I know originally, I think they budgeted it was like 1.2 million for the whole county, so and then whatever our percentages of that is. So it's, but it's doing as they had forecasted, I believe, so. So. All right, so we have a motion to approve other than that.
I'll make a motion.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
All right.
Carried. Okay. Let's start with the approval of the payment of bills, general aid fund. 25-338 through 25-361 in the amount of $24,564.12.
I'll make the motion.
I have a second?
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Carried. B fund 25-14 through 25-15 in the amount of $648.13.
I'll make the motion.
I'll second. All in favor?
Aye.
Carried. East Sidney Lake 25-76 through 25-87 in the amount of $5,693.42.
I'll make the motion.
Second.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Those are
Aye. Carried. Okay, Sidney Center Lighting 25-3 in the amount of $350.74.
I'll make the motion. I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Carried. Total general fund vouchers are $35,057.13. Highway DA fund 25-98 through 25-101 in the amount of $3,684.07.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Carried. Highway DB fund 25-49 through 25-53 in the amount of $144,167.13.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Carried. Total highway fund vouchers are $147,851.20. CM Hospital Fund 25-171 through 25-189 in the amount of $25,901.19.
I'll move.
I'll second. Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Carried. The total vouchers paid are $208,809.52. The big one. This is, I'm sure that is there. Oh,
The chips.
yeah, pretty much.
Mhm.
Okay, good. So, moving on to reports. Month reports,
There's a correspondence here for the resolution we made for our roundup. We're getting feedback from the state and a little bit like, so I'm gonna rebuttal it. I mean, it's basically bring up the other towns and everything. The state came back and rebutted the roundup ban.
as far as their portion of it, I don't think it's accurate.
All the state highways.
Okay, so
So I'm gonna rebuttal it. I'm gonna put something together this week. Cause again, I have some land down in, Westchester County, I spoke to the town clerk down there. They don't spray it all. County roads, state roads, they don't spray it all. So I'm gonna use that as a little bit of, leverage for this.
Did they say anything about an alternative?
They are just basically saying they have their herbicides they like to use. But, let me put something together, we'll talk about it next meeting.
All right. The clerk reports. For up your check submitting total $6,592 each for the month of August. All right. Cody.
All of our scheduled paving projects for the 25 season have been completed. Thanks to our highway crew and the local highway departments that helped us out. The roads are in pretty good shape heading into the fall and winter season. We're currently working on Gale Hill Road ditching for the drainage needs, and then we're gonna regrade the entire road. So after 27 years, Tom Hunt has decided to retire from the highway department. Tom's final day will be October 16th. His experience and commitment to the town has been valuable, and he will be greatly missed. With Tom retiring, we have an open position on our crew, so I'll be asking Sheila to place an ad in the order for the next 2 weeks, as soon as you can get that in, Sheila, please. My goal is to hire someone and have them trained by mid-October so they can be comfortable on a plow truck. Winter is approaching fast, and I wanna make sure we have a full through. That's all I have, though. Everything's going well. How many years did you have?
27. 27 percent.
Oh, I have that.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Says everything good?
Yep. Yep, we're good. Thanks, great. As far as any, new, things go for, we actually, had, signed the union contractor, we negotiated it yesterday, and, we were all in agreement, and,
We'll vote on it today.
yeah, so we'd like to make a motion to approve.
Yeah. We have agreement with, contract with the union guys, Tuesday union.
Third meeting, actually.
The third meeting, it took, yeah, get it done. Would like to get the board approval in order to finalize our side of it.
What are the numbers?
$2, next year. And $1.75 the year after
$1.50 the third.
that.
So it's a 3-year contract instead of.
We dropped the fourth year off.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, then the insurance,
And up to 20%.
okay.
30 is 175, right?
Sorry, right. That's one thing we changed in the end.
Yeah. So. I get a motion to,
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
right,
On in favor.
right. Thank you.
Great. All right, meeting with a new tenant, I know it's premature, I'll bring it up in the hospital, but, new possible tenant for the hospital, another one that's looking for quite a bit of space, so it could be a good thing, so. So, highway. Right.
Well, we decided we just, went through 3 meetings with, highway guys and came to like, in an agreement, and they're happy with it, and we're happy with it, we passed now, it's just most, I did travel the roads that the guys have paved, and they're really, really nice, all the, ditches are nice, and they've cut back trees, let the sun come in. It's quality work, it's gonna last a long time. Kudos to those guys.
Yeah, I gotta say, Cody, you guys did a good job.
Thank you.
Sure.
Appreciate that.
That's it.
Yeah, I've heard nothing but good about the repaving you did.
Well, Pumpkin horn, half done.
Well, yeah.
Is there any change in status of any other vehicles that are on order or if everything, where we at on all that?
So last I heard that 10-wheeler was supposed to be in July, but didn't see it, so. And they haven't called me back with any new information, so I would assume next year at this point.
Okay. That's what they're getting from other people. I
They,
guess.
Penco is really far behind. So. People can get chassis, and I think our chassis is in, but it does us no good without the box and everything else.
Gotcha. I'm just curious, the used box we bought from Tompkins, that
It's all up and running. It's working out great.
Good.
The old box is out front, but I don't feel comfortable selling it. I think it's just gonna go to scrap after we take the good parts off it.
Flower box.
Or
Flower box.
Yo, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to skip you right.
That's okay. So just to let you know that the accounts are balanced. I have clerk training September 20th through the 22nd. And just to let everybody know that our budget workshop, our first budget workshop is scheduled for September 25th at 6 o'clock. And the public is welcome to come as well, so. And that's all I have. And Frank has something.
Yeah, we did an audit, on Sheila's office Wednesday. And it, involved 4 or 5 different accounts, and she just does a bang up job, everything was in order. And I can't say enough about, the paper trail that she has there. And I feel comfortable if, the state wants to come in and audit us, bring it on. We're fine.
Nice job.
Thank you, Frank.
Great, good job. All right, moving to the hospital, I guess, still waiting on the finalized, I'm not sure, I guess we'll have to see where that stands with, police with mental health there. I mean, they have it, it's been written, been off and so forth, so I'll have a firm answer on that tomorrow, and then hopefully we will have a new tenant. Our PD with Community Bank will mature at the end of this month, so I'll have rates, I'm meeting with him on Monday, so I will circulate that, and I will get rates from MET as well, and one other, and figure out what you guys would like to do as far as, I'm sure they're gonna be down slightly from last year, but it's another $88,000, I think we made it in there last year, so it's good. So, which I think we're gonna need on budget time or something. All right, insurance.
Message Rory to see when they wanna come in and do the numbers. Are we gonna have them go up against Bill again? That's the idea.
Yeah, I mean, I like the, yeah, we need to, sooner than later, because it seems like we're always down to the wire at the end of the year. It's never been plug in the actual numbers come budget time, so it's, yeah, the sooner the
I mean,
better.
if there's like some deadline, you want me to tell them? Is there, I know they say that on their end they can't for whatever reason, but are we allowed to just provide them some deadline where they say you have to give us a quote by this day?
Good, I mean,
It's
we
a
just,
joke question, I don't know.
yeah. I know we just met with their gentleman yesterday, that's their, I guess, what's the compliance, he just basically goes through all the properties and so forth, and then he makes suggestions on things that we need to look at doing. And,
I would say, 15 days before our policy expires. And at least one board meeting, so it would be great if the 15-day mark, was the board meeting night. So
Okay. Okay.
So I guess just give.
I'll reach out to them,
Yeah.
both know that.
there always seems to be something dangling that they can't give us.
I know,
That night, Mhm.
Right, Yeah, no, we have a list. I actually, I circulated to everyone, as far as just suggestions that he had. It's nothing major, but, well, I don't know if I sent you a copy of it yet or not, but I will.
Back to the hospital, did we wanna put the roofs out to bid?
I think we're gonna need to,
Okay.
yeah, it's, I mean, you just did the sampling. like
Yeah.
you said, and
Yeah, so I messaged the guy today to get like the
right,
the
specs.
full letter, yeah, and then we can send that out. And, yeah, I was telling Nate, I don't know if you'll get anybody that can do it this year, cause it's kind of late, but at least we'll have some numbers.
Gotcha.
We'll see what we can go from there.
What is the total square footage that we're looking to do?
The smaller front entrance side, I think is about 40 square, if I'm not mistaken. No, that's 25 square, and then the big roof is 150.
Did you and Eric talk after you took those 4 samples?
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know if you guys had talked.
Yep. So that's,
But the one that's the 150, is that gonna need it this year, or can that's something that could?
you could maybe piecemeal some of it, but there's a large section of it that's in pretty bad shape.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
And where's that
especially the
now?
front end.
I know that you said the 25 square up front, where's the other one?
Right up over.
Yeah, it's the
Towards
one,
Kmart way.
yeah, the one adjacent to it, but just up. So that's kind of in 3 sections, with 3 or 4 sections too, but, at least that front 2 sections of it is in really bad shape.
The roof over the lobby is 20 years past due when it was bad before.
Yeah,
And they just laid another roof over it from a roof that was out of warranty. So they just took it and laid rubber over the old roof. And that was like 10-year rubber, so we're 20 years past due. on it.
That was Neubauer that did that one back then.
That was back when we were still, we were just getting ready to close. So
But we've done a lot of the other sections, I know, back when the Infinal was on there and so forth.
anything left with stone on, we haven't done.
So what would you guesstimate, like how many other additional squares? So you got the 25, the 150, and then what other rough ideas?
Is that all? We got,
that's the main. bulk of
Everything
that
else, I
stuff.
think, has been.
well, yeah.
I mean, they're gonna come in soon, but these ones are like very old. So
Gotcha.
the other ones maybe we have another 5 years or so, like.
So they're a 20-year warranty. And when Amphenol was in there, the 58 wing, we did that roof in like 2011 or 12, the lady told me. I mean, it goes by quick.
Sure
Yeah.
does.
Yeah,
And then boom, you're right back on top of them again, but when they're 20 years past due, I mean, every time it rains now, I spend that night and the next day cleaning up water or tiles or something, something's getting ruined.
All right, well, need to keep them rolling, I guess, so at least get one and possibly we can look at, like, I don't know if we're gonna be able to, in the budget, I guess, and do one here and maybe one in the spring, I guess.
do we need to make a resolution to put in the paper, or
Well,
can we just?
You
put
get,
the-
you,
well, yeah, but we gotta get the specs first and then,
Mhm.
yeah, once that's done. So how much notice do you have to,
Well, it's gotta be put in the paper and it has to be circulated for 2 weeks and
then you gotta pick an open bid date, and then you don't even know what you're gonna get this time of year. Everybody's busy, they're doing schools, and as soon as they get kicked out of the school, they're trying to get other jobs.
oh, why don't we just focus on the one we know that it's a crisis, it's the 25, is that possible you can do a small run like that, or?
Probably.
And what will they do on that? Will they actually go over top of it, or?
No,
will they-
that's all gotta come off.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and the rocks and everything.
Even on the, they just had one layer.
That roof labor intensive, because it's like, how many windows?
Yeah,
20 some windows that you gotta, because it's only this high, the windows are this high off the roof. It's just labor intensive.
yeah, it's a lot of details.
Gotcha. Okay, well, you wanna pick some times right now where we're at it?
Yeah, I mean, as soon as I get the thing, if it's okay, I'll give it to her and she can put it down.
Okay.
And then we'll get by the next board meeting.
It's worth a try.
Okay, yeah.
okay, just give me what you got.
Okay.
Well, when he gets the specs or whatever.
Yep.
And I just wanna iterate that we had that budget workshop on September 25th. I have some of the wish list back, but if I haven't gotten the wish list back from some of the department heads, I like it back if I can by the 15th, which is next Wednesday. That'd be great, because I can get it to Karen, so because Karen will be here that night.
How long is she gonna be in town for, did she say?
She's gonna be here until, I think it's the 5th of October, so we can do back to back if we have to with her.
Good.
Okay.
Great. Zoning and planning.
Then the first of the month was a Monday, so this coming Monday is the third Monday of the month, and there'll be a planning and zoning meeting, and a comprehensive plan will start. Meeting will be at 6 o'clock, regular meeting at 7. So moving ahead with that, and I think we're doing good with it. But we need always all the input we can get from people that wanna stop, and listen and give us their opinions, what, it's all about us, all about the town, so feel free to stop in and, say what you wanna say. No bad ideas at all.
Okay. John,
Next Saturday is our last night of camping for the season, so we'll be closing up for the year. That went by really quick. Hopefully have some decent weather in the fall to get some electrical upgrades and stuff that we try to get done before the winter comes, but, working on stuff for that. Kind of going along.
we were down just a little, mainly because of all the rain, I'm assuming in June or.
It's been really slow. I talked to some people that camp at KOA this year and they've been really slow there as well.
We're down like 3% total, I think, for the year, which is, it's terrible, but.
It's been pretty quiet. Like Frank said, he stopped over today. I had my 2 employees there and Frank. So, and school's back in session, so. But even, end of August was really quiet. I think once school sports started, just everybody's gone for that stuff every weekend, and this travel sports is really taking off in our area, so there's volleyball and basketball and everything else going on every weekend, so. I think that's part of it, but we've had a good season. We did some more upgrades to our pavilion, trying to get that finished up. It's this electrical stuff, and we're gonna have some paving to do probably in the spring at this point, but some of our roads are really crumbling and falling apart, so. I'll get with Cody and see what we can do with that, but. Other than that, looking forward to getting everything closed up for winter.
Great. Thank you. And thank you, as always, for running it as well as you do, so. Moving on to finance, so one thing, I don't know if do you have any like rough idea if you're gonna do the 25 or 150, like even a ballpark, what that would be? The reason I'm asking is if maybe the smart thing to do with the CDs, we may wanna just hold back a portion, not commit, maybe do a portion of it short term. I think that would make sense and sure. And at least to be able, it's not a huge difference. We can put it in our regular passport savings and still get, I think it's 3% from change, so it's not a really huge difference, but at least it'll give us a little more flexibility if we do have funds available, so.
Yeah, I think the small one is probably gonna be around 55. And the big one is like 225, if you do the whole thing.
What you're talking, the front section of that big one?
No, the 50 would be for the front entrance one,
The 225 is
for that entire side,
oh, really?
yeah,
Okay.
approximately.
Best I could find, a couple of them were done like 86 and one was done in 92.
It was soaking wet, the one up top too was soaking wet under there.
There's gobs of patching every scene. So.
What's it?
Right.
Yeah.
I would just, I guess the big this year expense was putting in the new fire system, but that's done and behind us.
No, man.
Well, the bulk of it is, the majority
Yeah,
of it.
another thing, they're working on the schools, now they're trying to get to the next jobs. They got into schools all summer.
Gotcha. but it's, I mean, as far as financial, we,
Everything that used to be there is there, it's the stuff they found that needs to be added.
gotcha.
Haven't heard any complaints.
No,
And then, you know, tonight we are gonna have a brief executive session to discuss, finalize the lease for Action Bassett. IT, Paul.
Yeah, a couple of things here. Nate, you're, NVR's here. I'll stage it tomorrow. You, ready to be able to get in there?
yeah,
Is it open?
well, it depends on what time, you can get in there,
No,
call me.
I'll give you a call. And, you have your drive, right? So you put it in, you can have,
Tyler, put it.
The clerk's office needs a new server. It crashed last month. It needed the power supply. I know Eric, you put one in there. But the server is 7 years old. And I think its life is pretty much up. I mean, the OS is old and it's gonna go into life anyway. So I got a quote from, Edmunds Gov. It's $8,400. 6 terabytes of space, 96 gig of RAM. Now, Shield is only using like a few hundred gig, if that much, with the operating system. But the rest of the terabytes, I know, Dan wants to do an imaging system for his files in the back. So I figured we could use a partition of the drive space for, Dan. And, the hospital, he wants to, put some files up on the, server. We spoke about this a couple of times, we're close to the year. $8,400 for that server with the installation is really not that bad. Pretty good service, so it's up to you guys. But as far as if you want to see the clerk, then I can actually scale that back a lot. Because she can run it on a desktop, it's not that much. There's not that much data on there at all. So,
Should we be putting that up to bid or is it because we're?
I would leave it
under
with Edmunds
contract?
Gov, leave it with Edmunds Gov, because they are the managers of the IT here, leave it with them.
Okay.
So do I need a vote for this, or?
Yeah, I guess we probably need to do something. I mean, we're okay for now. It's a new power supply, but it's, yeah.
It's gonna die, it should be left high and dry. So I make a motion to get Sheila a new server, can I get a second?
I'll second.
There you go.
All in favor?
Aye.
Very good. Carried down. Did he give you a time frame with them?
As soon as I put it in, I'll probably a couple of weeks.
Okay.
Do you get your power supply back up?
No, it's.
You want it back?
No, they never replaced it. So
They didn't?
I grabbed another one out of one of my other computers, so unfortunately.
So you want your power supply back?
No, that's all right. We're getting rid of this one. It's, yeah, maybe once we mothball that one, yes, that would be great. So, perfect. All right, dog control, any exciting news there?
No, it was a, like a minor complaint. But I talked with the people, it'll be okay. I didn't realize she actually spends a lot of time at the courts, so I didn't know that she has to go to court a lot for people. She's, it's like 7 different towns and she's in and out. I didn't realize that.
Right, great. Okay, justice,
I got $4,200 in traffic diversion monies in the month of July came for the town.
how is that working well then overall, what's your take on it?
Yeah, there's still some glitches, but it's coming through, people don't understand. Well, there's a lot of paperwork going back and forth now and stuff.
Does it make it your job any easier or is it too soon to tell?
Too soon right now, but and eventually it should. Mr. Green asked for, I broke it down to what percentage actually goes. We get 80 of the money we collect, right, when it goes to the town.
Correct.
Yeah, so he asked me to broke, I just wrote it down quick today, so everybody can see the numbers.
Okay. Great. Thank you.
They will.
All right, any New business.
I just kind of put here that the quarterly cannabis tax, the town share is $22,434.39. And it goes in our general fund. So, for our budget session, we can kind of, look at that too.
We had originally, not knowing, because it was new to everyone there, I think we originally budgeted 35,000 and they've way exceeded that, so it's that's doing well, so
Oh, well,
congratulations.
thank you.
Any unfinished business?
We have any new business?
Well, I guess knew that was the,
No,
oh,
that-
I'm sorry, he brought that up after. Resolution authorizing JCAP grant application, which
you have that. Somebody has that, either two of you.
Yeah, I saw that come in. Was there something in particular that you guys were gonna try to get?
Well, this is where the egg comes before the chicken. We have to get the board to approve it. We're looking at a computer system. When it comes approved by the state to be able to do video. The state has it, it's all contracted out by the state. So before it costs the town the money, we get approved by the grant. If it's 2 years down the road, they'll keep the money the way I was informed by Albany. We'll be approved for it, so it won't cost us a dime. So if you look at it ahead of the game, right now, it's only about 4,000 they're looking at approximately. But it is not approved yet, but they said they pulled out all the small costs to put in for it. Otherwise, the town will have to pay for it 2 or 3 years down the road. And who knows what the cost will be by then.
do you need a resolution or a motion? Then that's it.
I need the resolution to apply for the grant.
Okay,
This, Albany does it by computer. I can't apply for the grant without a resolution.
okay,
So I can't print out everything and give it to the board. Hopefully I'll have it here the next meeting.
well, I move that we, move forward with resolution authorizing that you
It will cost the town nothing.
One second.
There's no,
Okay, great. All in favor?
Aye.
Very
So-
good.
Okay, so I can't see it from here.
Just as moved, seconded, voted yes. What all?
So who you moved?
Yeah.
I'll fill it out.
Frank seconded and then everybody in favor.
And then Bill, you said yes. Paul?
Yep.
And Kevin, right? You said yes too. right? Okay.
Unfinished?
Yeah, so you were gonna say you got the number.
Yeah, so we are finally all set to finalize the application for the CDBG grant. We got the UEI number that we're waiting for. We got an endorsement letter from Josh Riley. And, Charles came a couple weeks ago and we did the other couple things we had to do, so we're all set for that. One thing I wanna note too, which we found out from Charles, was that the grant is unfortunately only for the town, not the village, which I didn't know. I just assumed that town and village were gonna come together for this part. So it's bad, but it's also good because it actually gives us the opportunity to do one for the village exclusively next year. So this one would just be for people that live in the township area, not the village. And they said they would be able to help us do one for the village next year. So,
Or they could, I was just too late, they missed the deadline for.
yeah, they wouldn't be able to do it this year anyway, because a certain amount of, like, meetings and things, that's part of the process, like what we did here already. But they can do that next year for the village, and then the town will get its own chunk of money, and then the village would get its own chunk of money. So it's actually, so this is for the CDBG grant that we're applying for, which is, low to moderate income housing repairs. Okay,
So
so.
$50,000 per household. up
Yeah,
to-
basically, yeah, and the reason why the numbers are very high. Is generally because when you do the federal grants, they make you come up to standard for certain codes. One of the big ones is lead abatement. And, Delaware Opportunities is basically running the grant for us. And in their experience, most of the properties and houses in this area will require lead abatement. So they automatically figure they're gonna need to do something for that. If there's money left over, then they can do more people at the end, but they kind of have a rough idea of how they split the money up. It's $750,000 that we're getting for the town, hopefully. So then hopefully next year we can get 750 for the village. Alright.
Are they active?
Yeah, so it's like a new furnace, a new roof or whatever. There's so many different things that, you could apply for. We've posted a few things like on the Facebook, on the website. You can also contact Delaware Opportunities directly. Tell them, the town of Sidney, I want to apply for this. They have already gotten a few applicants, about half of which they said were, like pre-qualified. There's several different kinds of qualification processes. They have to do a pre-qualification where you tell them a basic idea of what the situation is. They say yes or no. It's owner occupied, it's not for rentals or anything like that. So there's certain things. Then if you pre-qualify, then they actually have to come out to your house. They have to see what the project is. It has to go through different other kinds of qualification things. So it's a little bit clunky, but it kind of has to be because they want to make sure that it's a fair shake for everybody and that also the work that's being done on the house is up to a certain standard, right? So they don't want to just have whoever come out. So the contractors have to be up to a certain standard. They have to have insurance. And so many different things. They work with the code officer. It has to fit with the codes and the zoning, whatever. They have to do certain things like that. So, but I've looked at it. I mean, I don't see how you can really water it down further than that, unfortunately. But people get their money, so and it's no cost to the town at all.
Any comments or questions from the floor tonight? Yes, ma'am.
Concerning the roof at the hospital,
Mhm.
it's really concerning to me, why is the roof at that hospital been 20 years past warranty state? And it's only this year that you guys are addressing it, why?
Well, as you heard,
Put it off 10 years ago, and then 9.
did you not hear what he said earlier? Basically, these are the last sections that have been, everything else in the hospital has been done. And it's a substantial amount of money to put it in,
I
to get it done.
understand that, but.
Little by little, they're getting
Yeah.
it done.
But any residents, one of the main things you have to take care of, is the roof, you know
Right.
that. And that's just blowing my mind that it's been this many years, that's been addressed.
When the hospital was closing, there was a roof, the front lobby roof was bad. There was a roof that was under warranty on a different part of the hospital. They took the materials that were supplied for the warranty, put them over top of the one out front. What I'm saying is the roof underneath is 20 years past, the roof over top is probably 10. So yes, there is roofs that need help there, but like you said, it's millions of dollars by the time you go through
And
it.
the majority of the roofs have been done. They've been done since, well, for as long as I've been on the board, so. Unfortunately, you can only do so much per
12,
each.
13.
Yeah.
When where Bob was.
Yeah. That's when they started
The
this.
inflow was in there and
Correct.
the rent they were paying, Bob would put it right back into the roof. We did a lot of roofs up. Yeah.
But we've had some other substantial increases. Unfortunately, we'll be signing the lease tonight, and that's the other challenge when we didn't really have their lease expired or would have expired here this month or close.
It's expired.
Yeah, so it's.
They're month-to-month tenants right now.
And it's to the point it's leaking, and every time it rains, he's gotta do it, then he knew it before because it shows stain. I'm not telling anybody anything new, you all know, I'm sure, what I'm stating.
Anybody else?
Yeah, me. Personally, I wanna thank my family and I wanna thank the town board for voting to have the cannabis business where it is in the town of Sidney. Otherwise, you would not get this money to the general fund. And so it actually was my grandson Travis coming and speaking, and everybody changed the vote that night. So personally, we talk about it a lot because we have a weekly meeting, and we just want to thank the town board because it was your vote who generated the funds.
Thank you. Anything else? I guess we will have a brief executive session, shouldn't be more, and then when we come out, we were gonna be signing the lease, commencing that as well, so.
Thanks for
Very good. Thank you all for coming. You're welcome to stay, and hopefully we won't be more than 15 minutes.
Frank, do you know how to get into that? Frank, you know how to get into that room, so you're, it's 9. Left, right. Okay, I'm gonna go open up the door for them.
I was like, I hope somebody is in there and then opens the door.
Yeah, no, you're good, I got it, thank you.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Executive, how you doing?
I got one. Last week,
My daughter.
I basically said, no, you cannot do that. I said, no.
Motion to come out of executive session.
I'll make that motion.
Then you better us to have the rates around.
I should know, it's very fast. It's like the elevator, you just sign it over to the sound guys are going. I was like a $300 bill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The elevator.
You do?
Bill, that's
It's in this, we just send her a copy of it, so Joe can, you'll actually have a copy of the lease too.
what invoice? I don't have it.
Yeah,
It's in
there's
this.
one in that we signed.
Oh, you mean it for the elevator?
Yeah,
Gotcha.
yeah,
Yeah.
345 or something.
Okay. Yes.
Make a motion to come out of executive session.
We did it.
We already
We
did.
already did it.
You're late.
You're late.
You're,
Just say aye.
just say, good night, Frank. So,
Those 3 copies, one for them, one left.
So, it was, hospital.
this is the hospital,
Very late. They had all that done.
this guy, right?
Yeah.
So, this is what. This is the one, right?
Correct, but just like the $600 one we paid for this one element, because that's Nate's.
$13.50 and $13.50, they're gonna pay.
Okay.
The little one. Plus Nate wants to cancel the third one and start using it there.
Your three,
You're in good shape.
So it would come, you're talking, you're saying September's is no longer,
it should be your last check.
oh, that.
Actually, we're gonna have to increase it, the amount, you have all the other increases in here, right? It's all spelled out.
Sure,
Yes.
Plus the square footage,
sure,
you have your copy.
sure. Back to Frank. September 25th is the last one.
Yeah.
Guys are killing me. So are we, so that would be the next meeting about appointing them?
We're working on it.
To stop after, I'll just let Karen know.
Yep.
Okay,
Then you'll have all the new numbers. Actually, we have this digital, we probably don't.
The what now?
You scan it and send it to her. Okay, so she's got everything.
okay,
Yeah,
Sure.
she probably needs it. for-
Oh, yeah, I get-
I don't know if he invoices them or if they just know what it is.
I don't know, but I'll find out. So,
The other question, have you heard anything back from the testing?
no, she hasn't, she stopped paying. I haven't received a check and I can go back, cause I have all those records, but I don't think I haven't received it was probably at least,
Sure.
So for,
okay, and she's still probably $1,000 maybe.
So, if nobody actually monitors that now, or when we're behind, or we do now?
I've always monitored it, I send it now, I
We
mean,
didn't know until that much, but just not that it would have, maybe whatever.
well, what was happening every time, we would just send them when Karen was here, but now that I do all of the deposits, I have a whole spreadsheet of every deposit I have made in that account from anybody that gives me a check. So, well, hold on. Let me see here, 'cause I guess I did get prepared. Like. Brought everything, didn't I, Bill?
I guess.
I thought I was going to be. Where did I do it? I have it here. So these are all the checks that I receive. And then there's the sheet, so Karen and I share this.
Okay.
Back and forth, so when I make a deposit, I send it, I put it as, I share it to her, so she knows exactly what she's looking for.
Okay.
And then it goes all in this account, it's a general account, it's a trust fund, it's a trust account. And then she takes the money and puts them into the right accounts where they belong. And so, I haven't received. We can go right back right here real quickly. And we can tell you that I haven't received a check from her. There it is, that's the last one I had, May 12th. And then this is how she did it, she gave me 1,000, it was a half of half. And then a half of April and May, and then for the rent was half of background. So it gets, she gets really confusing when she does that, but she's so far behind that. And I sent her a letter just a while ago saying we hadn't received anything. Well, I don't know when she's there.
Well, sure.
You
Before,
gotta vote on signing those.
oh,
Well,
we got to vote on signing the lease, I'll make a motion, we sign the 3-year lease with that.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye. Frank, say aye.
Right.
Say aye.
Aye.
Okay,
Okay.
I get that.
So Sheila, these are, if you could staple them, these are the
Yeah.
original leases for your file.
Okay.
The board approved the contract.
These two leases.
just, as far as roofs that were leaking, though, the only ones we ever had
For
real
this guy.
Okay.
complaints,
These go to that guy.
that one we
Okay.
did
They'll
last
be
year,
on
right?
email tomorrow.
That's when you always had the biggest.
Oh, you want an email to?
He
Oh,
wants and the email.
Yeah.
I can do
where
that.
it's leaking down.
Yeah.
Oh, they have.
And I have a file.
Everything in their room.
I don't think.
Yeah.
Of all of them.
But that's the
Make sure
roof
you
we
stay
dealt
cool.
with.
Yeah, well,
That roof we dealt with.
Oh, yeah, I
the year
know.
Before last, right? Or was it last?
do you want me to
Last
scan
year.
these and send them, send a copy to you and her?
Yeah, that'd be great.
Can I get a copy of that?
Yeah.
No. You gonna buy me?
I want, I really just like a rundown of what's.
No, I'll give it to you. You gonna buy me lunch? You didn't hear that.
The biggest part of the negotiation was whether we were even gonna go with them.
And that's rough.
Gonna ask her if she's gonna buy me lunch.
Well.
Fine.
You think you, Jamie?
Okay, I'll buy lunch, you got pizza for the first meeting, the 25th.
I've already coffee. Speaking, when
Yeah.
Karen is in town, so do you, meet her a little to get, they'd like to get a better handle on. Or it says accountant.
Sure.
I got thinking. So when we budget for our chips money, you know how it says like 300 and some thousand? Is that just sitting in an account? Or is it in the fund balance?
But, yeah.
I don't know, it should sit in an account.
Yeah, it's definitely Karen.
It sits in, it just sits in your,
Because if that's
Yeah.
the case, you know, there's like,
we haven't made an adjournment, so we adjourn.
I'll have to talk to her, but there's, if we could like split that in half. I don't use the full amount until,
Well, see, and that's the problem, and see,
So we have,
that's where I'm not.
Oh, microphone's very close.
you want that?
A non-interest bearing account.
So everybody
I
can hear
do
us?
stuff.
Well, that's a microphone.
Cause I don't write the check.
Mic-
It's like I'm gonna log in and transfer it.
Testing, 1, 2.
No, just
do a
microphone.
I
would have to, if you want a microphone audio for here,
From the first of the
you need to
year.
get a sound
till
system.
almost
you gotta
June,
start the
July.
budget. That will
I don't
clean it.
typically touch any chips on me.
You should at least throw it in a, whatever.
Alright.
It's not a huge difference, like 3 versus 4%. So it's, but you're at least getting something.
So, when do you wanna, why don't
Just
you just
talk to
call
Claire.
her?
Yeah, I'll catch her during.
Yeah, she's flying, she's flying on Sunday, and she's here.
The last thing that I knew was happening, or else,
Thursday night, Friday.
was Dan, I gave Dan his email address, and phone number. Dan was gonna call him to make him some kind of offer that would satisfy what he needed. Dan can't give him a seat. He can give him something similar.
Okay.
That's the last thing I knew.
And we-
And that was.
So, motion to adjourn?
3 years.
Motion, I say motion to adjourn?
Yeah.
Does anybody second?
I'll second that.
I got it.
Aye.
Aye.
Later, guys.
Take care.
Hey, the liquor store is still open, I
Oh,
can't.
really? You're off.